Hello, welcome to the channel. My name is Lindsay. I'm a romance writer, lover and general enthusiast, and here on the channel we deep dive into all things love stories and romantic comedies. Today I'm going to be watching the Christmas classic rom-com, which is The Holiday. I don't really have much to say about this before we get into it. I've seen this movie a lot, at least once a year since it came out. It is one of my favourite Christmas films, I'd say in the top 5. And yeah, I'm excited to watch it with a bit more of an analytical lens and see what we think of the love stories in this. So let's just get into it. What is this beginning? I don't remember this. Oh, it's Cameron Diaz because she's a film person. Is that Jack Black playing? Yeah. So Jack Black is actually the first character that we see on screen. Interesting.
I have found almost everything ever written about love to be true. Personally, I have not experienced anything remotely close to that, but I'm more than willing to...
Same, Kate.
I suppose I think about love more than anyone really should.
Same, Kate.
Its sheer power to alter and define our lives.
Same, Kate.
Love is blind.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, one of the most iconic scores for a film ever.
But then, of course...
Oh, me and Jude Law have got the same outfit on.
And then there's another kind of love. It's called unrequited love.
I've got to say, it's so depressing and horrible, but there's something about unrequited love in storytelling that's just chef's kiss to me. I just love the pain and anguish and emotion that comes with stories about unrequited love.
What about our stories? Those of us who fall in love alone. We are the unloved ones, the walking wounded. And I have willingly loved that man for over 3 miserable years. These years that I've been in love have been the darkest days of my life.
I just think that opening monologue by Kate Winslet is just so superior. I think it's just amazing. I just think whoever wrote that opening monologue just absolutely nailed it. I'm immediately hooked on this story.
Really, we should be talking about this at the office party. But I always see you two together.
When was this set? Because that woman is smoking indoors in an office, right?
When you catch your guy with another woman, you're not supposed to stay friends with him. You're supposed to never talk to the prick again. We email. Not when he's with her, of course.
I'm not sure if I love the relationship that Kate Winslet has with Rufus Sewell in this. I mean, not that it's a good relationship, but I love the dynamics of it and how it contributes to the plot. But I think we would feel more sympathy for Kate Winslet if he hadn't cheated on her. You know, maybe they were sort of seeing each other, but they were never going out, and then he went out with this other woman. Because that's more understandable as to why you'd still be in love with someone. The smoking colleague is right. If someone cheated on you, you wouldn't stay friends with them and really remain in love with them. I do think more people would relate to Kate Winslet if it wasn't an affair, if it was just she was in unrequited love with her friend or someone she was sort of not really dating.
What's it like to be the only person committed to their work while the rest of us are slumming?
You mean, what's it like?
Rufus Sewell's never the good person. I've never seen Rufus Sewell be the hero in a movie.
Is it fun having a brain that works that fast?
My mum really fancies Rufus Sewell, and I agree with it, to be honest. I do find it interesting as well in this movie. Rufus Sewell is just like quite similar looking to Jack Black in a much more attractive way in this movie. Like they have the same haircut.
I got you something too.
Oh, darling, I don't actually have my gift with me.
It's okay.
I know you're going to look hot in it.
Well, let's hope you find it then.
I know you're going to look hot in it. Does that mean he's implying he's buying her lingerie? What a knobhead.
Where did you find it?
Buried in that little place we found in Covent Garden that time.
Why are you so great?
Oh, that scene is so good. It's so intimate, and I think the acting is really good. You can feel the sort of chemistry between Kate Winslet and Rufus Sewell in this scene, and that really, as an audience, makes you completely understand how Kate Winslet feels. Like, watching that scene, I can completely understand why Kate Winslet is in love with this man. Amazing.
Sarah Smith Alcott and Jasper Bloom.
What a knobhead, honest to God. But you really, really do feel sorry for Kate Winslet. It's such a relatable feeling. I mean, for me, maybe not for everyone else. I will say though, Kate Winslet, I really think is just her absolute most beautiful in this film. She looks 10 out of 10. She looks so beautiful. I would hate to live and work in London, and one of the reasons is just the commute. Like, she commutes into London city centre every day to go to an office, and she lives in, I think, Surrey. Is this where this cottage is? And it's not even like she's right off a train line. She has to walk through fields. This wouldn't happen after COVID because everyone works remote.
Did you sleep with her? Just say it. What's the difference at this point, right? I mean,
Yes, okay, I slept with her.
Hey! I love Catherine Hahn.
Pancho!
Don't scream.
Hey, it's Jim! I forgot he was in this.
Stop.
Christmas Day.
I find it hilarious that all movie trailers used to be with that guy over the top.
okay.
Look at that old ass Google. Stop it, why is she Googling with the quotations?
One tear.
I can't relate to this at all, I've got the opposite problem.
Click on a town or city. Let's see. Cotswolds.
She's in the... Oh no, she's not in the Cotswolds. Oh yeah, okay, she is in Surrey. I was thinking there ain't no way she's commuting from the Cotswolds to London every day.
40 minutes from exciting London.
That's 40 minutes too many for a commute for me. Get yourself an electric kettle, Kate. Come on now. When you let the intrusive thoughts win.
Non-smoker.
Single.
How do I reach you? The same way you're reaching her now? What kind of question is that? Did she actually send this? Oh, she does send it. Bold. Why would she be in stilettos is the question. Who would travel in stilettos? Especially like transatlantic.
Shit.
Yeah, Kate Winslet definitely got the good end of the deal on that one. Bloody hell, you're driving fast down that snowy road. Maps.
Oh.
How did we get by before, like, Google Maps and GPS? I have no idea. What's she doing? Just slow down. I don't care if you're on the wrong side of the road. You just brake. How's she driving home? She's necking a bottle of wine.
Oh, yeah.
She's in bed with gloves, hat and scarf on. I do that at my parents' house because it's really cold. I'm sure a lot of people sleep in hat, gloves and scarf at the minute with the cost of living crisis. She's always wearing white in this movie, Cameron Diaz, which is quite interesting. I don't know why that's her palette. I don't know if it's meant to symbolise anything or the costume designer just thought Cameron Diaz looked great in white. Not sure. Yeah, Kate Winslet definitely got the good end of the deal here. I mean, Cameron Diaz gets to shag Jude Law, but Kate Winslet got the big house.
New at the gate thing.
It's okay, it was pretty
See,
funny.
Doesn't Jack Black here just look like a more normal, chubbier Rufus Sewell?
Uh-oh. You okay?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Yeah, Santa Ana's.
Pardon?
The wind.
I'm the Santa Ana wind.
I'm the Santa Ana wind.
Crazy ex-girlfriend.
That's it. You okay?
Don't blow away.
I won't.
So I have real mixed feelings about the casting of Jack Black in this movie. I really appreciate why they did it. Like I say, he's just the more normal, nicer, actual genuine version of Rufus Sewell, who she's already in love with. And I like that sort of Kate Winslet and Jack Black together are fairly normal, relatable people, and then they kind of get Cameron Diaz and Jude Law, who are sort of like the gorgeous movie stars. I think my issue is with Cameron Diaz and Jude Law. I mean, they haven't met yet in this movie, so it'll be interesting to see as we see that. But to me, they always had a lot more chemistry. They're always the couple that you root for when you watch this movie. It's always all about Cameron Diaz and Jude Law. And Kate Winslet deserves more of a romance in this movie. I think it was very smart the way they met and interacted there. And they did have some chemistry. I didn't find the whole eyelash thing awkward, and they had the sort of the pacing of the lingering look was spot on. I love Jack Black in this movie, don't get me wrong. I just feel like Kate Winslet deserved a bit more. And that's how I feel.
5,
10
6,
past 4. Okay, here we go. Our second romantic meet cute.
Oh, you're not Iris. I'm Graham, Iris's brother.
Oh, brother. I think whoever wrote this made a mistake calling him Graham, because Americans can't say Graham. They say Graham. If your name was Graham, you couldn't go out with an American. You'd have to change your name.
Something to drink. Glass of water. Tea.
I think there's a bottle of brandy. Fancy a glass?
Brandy. Fucking brandy. Who drinks brandy?
Good night.
Sweet dreams.
Imagine. Weird place to get kisses.
I'm not very good at this.
This being...
Sex.
Okay, now that...
The guy that I lived with mentioned it once or twice, and a girl does not forget a comment like that. Not even me.
Yeah, I don't think anyone would forget being told that you're bad in bed.
How do you feel about foreplay?
I think it's overrated.
Disagree.
You're already better than you think.
And I was going to go shag in his sister's bed.
But what if I wanted to call you? Dinner with some friends at the pub tonight.
Just generically the pub. Is there just one pub in this town?
You're lovely.
So are you.
See, that was very sweet, and I do think the reason that you get more invested in their story is just the amount of screen time they get compared to like Kate Winslet's storyline, because a lot of Kate Winslet's storyline revolves around like helping the old man and just her being by herself, and I feel like the entire of Cameron Diaz's storyline literally just revolves around Jude Law. Their stories are also very different as well. I think Cameron Diaz's storyline or romance is very much based around sort of lust, and Kate Winslet's is pretty much the exact opposite. It's based around connection and acceptance and someone wanting to be with you for you. What was the time on that clock? I want to know how many hours she slept for. She went to bed at 10 past 4. 20 to 10, is that? Good sleep, that. That's a very good sleep. I mean, unless it was just 5 or 6 hours. I'm assuming it was an additional 12 hours on top of that, though. I'm assuming she slept closer to 18 hours.
Hello.
Where am I finding you?
Did she not look at the name before she answered the phone?
What's wrong?
I'm having some real problems with this section of my book. I could use some Iris. I know that you're the only one who can really help me.
Oh, he's such a piece of shit.
You put on that little red bikini yet? You know, the one that unties at the back. I remember everything.
Do you?
Darling, I've just arrived at Soho House. Meet some friends for drinks.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, give me change.
Oh, what a piece of shit. What a piece of shit.
You're tacky and I hate you.
Oh, I love that. So simple, literally no dialogue. She's at the pub. So simple.
I believe I do, yes.
Good. Then that makes one of us.
This guy's so cute.
Well, this was some meet cute.
Sorry?
It's how two characters meet in a movie.
Don't pretend you don't know what a meet cute is, Kate Winslet.
Well, if you're not busy, would you like to join me?
You see, when you look at Cameron Diaz's storyline, like there's been a lot of Jude Law. We've only had one slight meeting with Jack Black in this story. But I appreciate it more. It's more about Kate Winslet than a man's going to save her. Whereas the Cameron Diaz storyline is a little bit more like this man has saved her.
An ex-boyfriend who just got engaged and forgot to tell me.
Oh, I feel so bad for Kate Winslet. I just find it so relatable and real.
Leading ladies. And we have the best friend. You, I can tell, are a leading lady. But for some reason, you're behaving like the best friend.
Main character energy.
Olivia, sorry, I didn't mean to look. Again. Sophie, Olivia, Amanda.
We should take a drive, get some lunch, and get to know each other.
It just feels very easy and natural, and that's what you want with your romantic leads. See if she's in like whites and neutrals again.
And what'd you study in school?
Literature.
And did you always know this was what you wanted to do?
The answer is yes, I did. My family's in publishing. My dad's a writer of historical.
Very natural conversation in real time as well. I think a lot of really basic rom-coms, they're trying to follow a formula. They forget to do things like this. Like real conversation that's actually just people getting to know each other and not somehow plot device.
What about your family?
My parents broke up when I was 15. We used to call ourselves the Three Musketeers. And one night after dinner, my parents sat me down and told me that they were breaking up. Sort of haven't cried since.
You haven't cried since you were 15?
I know, it must mean something awful, I know, but...
I cry pretty much every day, I'm gonna be honest.
I cry all the time.
You do.
Same, Jude, me too.
I'm a major weeper.
And it's still going, this scene's been going on for a while. They're really committing time to the development. And I appreciate it, because it makes you actually root for them to be together. Her outfit is so 2000s.
Hi.
Hello.
Right, so this is the second scene with Jack Black and Kate Winslet. Think how much development we've had with Cameron Diaz and Jude Law. And this is just the second time they've been on screen together.
It smells good.
Throws Jasper's pages down. Very symbolic.
Very seriously, can I tell you the truth?
Those candles just got longer.
Nah, gents, sadly I am not. I'm just a one woman at a time kind of guy.
Which is what Rufus Sewell isn't.
She's working on a little indie film. Sorry she couldn't be here. Elsa. Doesn't quite have that ring. Maybe we can see one together sometime.
That'd be great.
All right, cool. It was really fun hanging with you. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to kiss you twice and then linger a long time on the same.
I actually do like their storyline. I just wish it got the development that the other storyline gets. So that was only the second time they'd been together, and it was a dinner party with loads of other people where the two of them were not talking directly to each other or sort of building a relationship. Well, you don't just rock up at someone's house though, you gotta text them first. White again. That's a coat as well, so we've seen her in 3 coats so far, and she came on a plane in with one suitcase. I don't think she was fitting all those coats in one suitcase.
You're not alone, are you?
No, I'm not actually.
Stupid.
Who is it, Daddy?
Yes. I am Daddy.
I like that, Daddy. Is Daddy gonna spank me?
Amanda, this is my daughter, Sophie.
Do you want to come in?
Oh, no, I just...
Do you want to come in?
This is my youngest, Olivia.
Sophie and Olivia.
Dad.
Are you married?
fast.
No.
Tad overdressed.
You look like my Barbie.
She's so cute. You look like my Barbie.
Widower. 2 years ago.
There's always a widower in these Christmas movies. I'm sensing a real common theme.
Ow! Thank you.
Dad, do Mr. Napkinhead.
Please. Okay, I'll do it quickly. Oh, thank you for that.
Oh, she's so adorable.
It's so funny. I mean, you'll fall off your chair. It's so funny.
Hurrah.
We have a tent in our playroom. Do you want to see it?
No.
You don't like tents?
You don't like tents? Why did she suddenly go Cockney there?
Here, Amanda, you can use my pillow.
Thank you.
Lie down.
Can you please stop?
This scene is just so pure and lovely.
We did. The Three Musketeers.
Yes?
You smell lovely.
Do I? Called Berry Kiss.
Berry kiss. You know, if you wanted to sleep over, that would be alright. We could push our beds together. I really like it. Me too.
Oh. Oh, it's so nice to have a movie as well where the kids are not annoying little shits.
I have no idea how to date and be this. I have a cow in the backyard.
You have a cow?
Yeah, I sew and I have a cow.
Great, I met a really nice guy.
See, and you said you'd never. What's he like?
And he's about 90 years old.
Come on.
Hello?
Iris, hi, it's Amanda.
Listen, can you hold for a sec? My brother's on the other
I
line.
thought this is the first conversation they've had as well.
We did meet.
Oh, she's got another coat on now.
Can you just
How many
hold for a sec?
coats did she bring in that suitcase?
Hi, sorry, that was Amanda.
Find out how she is.
Okay.
What's he been up to, did he say?
I'm not sure. Do you want me to ask him? I can't believe that you have had sex with the woman staying in my house!
He told you that?
Oh my God! Yes, hello.
It's Miles. Am I in trouble?
Okay, so this is only our third interaction now.
So I got both, and you can have each one. Well, hello, Big Dollop. Hey, you look great, by the way. Rootin' deedin' doo, that's sassy. Ra-da-da-da, and scraddle-da.
So I don't think this is as funny as they're making it out in the film.
Where have you gone, Joe DiMaggio? I bet you didn't know. That was all written for the movie.
Such a good cameo. I never understand when people have like affairs or are cheating, they do it in public places. If there's a possibility you're going to get caught cheating, like, why would you go out in public? It just shows that people don't care.
Why do I always fall for the bad girl? Do you have anything a little bit stronger?
But I actually know how you feel. Turned out that he wasn't in love with me, like I thought. How many glasses of Chardonnay you drink with your girlfriends, you still go to bed.
Chardonnay? Pick a better wine.
And sometimes you can even convince yourself that he'll see the light and show up at your door. And you'll meet people who make you feel worthwhile again. And little pieces of your soul will finally come back. And all that fuzzy stuff. Those years of your life that you wasted. That will eventually begin to fade.
Well, fuck. You need this more than I do.
Just give Kate Winslet all the sad girl monologues. I love it.
So that makes it impossible to forget him, which is great for him, but sucks for you.
You see how great your life is compared to mine?
I mean,
Okay.
you're doing it to yourself, Kate Winslet. You could just cut him off.
You really are an incredibly decent man.
I know. It's always been my problem.
It's quite interesting because the lack of screen time that Kate Winslet and Jack Black's characters have had together, especially in comparison to Cameron Diaz and Jude Law, their relationship is quite pure and it's very based on getting to know each other and based on like them being good people and appreciating them as people. And I do think they have some chemistry. I don't know if it's romantic to me. For me, it feels like they're more best friends. Like, after this movie ends, I'm not sure Kate Winslet and Jack Black stay together. I don't think that it works out. This is what my issue with the casting of Jack Black is. I love Jack Black in this movie and I actually think he does really well in the role, but it's just, I need more. I need the relationship for Kate Winslet to just be elevated, because I do think Kate Winslet's character is my favourite in this movie, and her story's a lot sadder than Cameron Diaz's story. Yet Cameron Diaz gets the more epic romance, and I think Kate Winslet deserves more of the epic romance. I wish her love interest was more hunky. And it's another Jack Black Kate Winslet scene, but they're with Arthur.
So have yourself a merry little Christmas now.
Right? It's cheeky.
It sounds like him.
I also wrote one that sounds like you. I used only the good notes.
And fruitily did. We both said fruitily. I'm impressed.
That's just unlocked a core memory in me. Can anyone else remember when Kate Winslet released music?
What if I had never let you go?
So whenever I watch this movie with my mum, every single time here she'll say, "Why, she's still got her bra on?" She wouldn't still have a bra on.
And that'll be it, for real. It's not like we're ever gonna bump into each other. Two miserable people feeling totally mashed up and hurt. And maybe the fact that I'm leaving in 8 hours makes this far more exciting than it might actually be.
I have another scenario for you. I'm in love with you.
Do you think he is?
I am in love with you. I can't figure out the mathematics of this. I just know I love you.
I wasn't expecting I love you.
If the obvious response doesn't immediately come to you, we should just...
You can't really blame someone for not being in love with you after a week.
I wonder if he's trying to tell you something with that. Okay, sorry about that. Boob Grace.
What's the matter? Who is it?
It's Maggie. Hi.
Would you answer? I don't think you'd answer.
A bit tied up at the moment.
All right, I'll be there.
I gotta get all the way over to Silver Lake, but I'm gonna try to be there.
Just don't go.
I mean, I really want to be there, but I don't know how long this is gonna take.
Just don't go then. Kate Winslet just deserves more. Like, I know he comes to his senses and comes back to her, but it's still a man leaving. Oh, Kate.
Hello? Oh, Jasper!
You need to start looking at the caller ID when you answer the phone.
What kind of surprise?
Found your Christmas present.
I mean, I know women hate this character, but let's be honest. If it's between Rufus Sewell and Jack Black, I know which one I'd go for.
See, you're eventually going to look at me, aren't you?
I really don't understand this. I was right there for 3 years. Remember? Square peg, round hole.
I don't want to lose you, babe. Maybe we could sneak off somewhere together. Maybe Venice.
Are you free to do that?
I've just travelled halfway across the world to see you, haven't I?
Are you not with Sarah anymore?
I wish you could just accept knowing how confused I am about all this.
You are still engaged to be married.
Yes, but...
Oh my God. You have never treated me right, ever.
Oh, babe.
Shush!
Babe.
I was too in love with you to ever be mad at you, so I just punished myself for years. It's over. This twisted, toxic thing between us.
Let's go, girl.
But I think what I've got is something slightly resembling gumption.
She's the main character now. I just love her story.
Thank you very much.
Yes, go.
Thank you, thank you.
Iris,
Yes.
what are you doing New Year's Eve? If I come over there, will you go out with me on New Year's Eve?
Imagine if she was just like, no.
Love to.
See, yeah, that wasn't... Like, I feel like the characters need each other and help them each other grow, but they don't feel like this incredible butterfly romance to me. Like the chemistry difference between those two kissing to the Kate Winslet Jack Black kiss. Leaps and bounds. Yay! She's crying.
Can you go any faster?
This little lane's always tricky. It's going to take a bit.
It's okay, just stop.
Even if the car's driving slow, you would not be able to run down faster.
Madam.
Just left all her shit, a handbag. She's not in stilettos again, is she? Oh, stop, because she is as well. Did you not learn your lesson?
Graham!
Sweetie.
Darling, you. Darling, Lord, since that you wake up,
Watching the clock.
Oh, well, isn't that lovely? I do feel like I need an epilogue for this movie, though, because all four of them have really good careers in like either London or LA. I don't see any of them moving. Maybe Kate Winslet would move to LA, but she'd be leaving her family and her nieces. Jude Law would not move to LA. But Cameron Diaz isn't moving to London, is she? She could. If anyone had to move, it would have to be the girls that moved. But would they? I don't know. I suppose we're not supposed to think about it and we're just meant to enjoy it for what it is, but do these long distance relationships work out? I think Cameron Diaz and Jude Law work out. I think Kate Winslet and Jack Black mutually decide that their relationship is better platonic and very amicably break up. But yeah, that was the holiday. I love the dual storytelling. I love the fact that we get two love stories, and it always kind of has annoyed me that Kate Winslet doesn't get as good of a love story when I feel like she deserves the love story more. But I do think if both love stories were overly heavy, it might not work. I think it is quite nice to have the balance, and really I enjoy Kate Winslet's story more of finding friendship and finding herself. But I absolutely love The Holiday. I think it's such a Christmas staple. If you think about how many Christmas romantic comedies are pushed out every year, like literally every day I'll look on a streaming service and like 5 new Christmas themed rom-coms have just been added. Like there's too many to get through in a year. You'll never be able to watch every Christmas rom-com unless you watch them all year round and not just at Christmas. But there are a few that stand the test of time, The Holiday being one of them, Love Actually being the other that we'll get to shortly, that just are absolute staples and always will be. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do want to check out any other reactions, you can do so right here. I will see you guys next week. Bye!